Hello everyone, welcome to Just Be Holistic Center. I have a lot of cameras, so I will be looking I will be moving my head a lot, so please forgive me. So my name is Nadia Siddiqui. As some of you know, my background is Reiki Master Teacher, Shamanism. I started my journey by facilitating chakra meditations and stress relief meditation. But now I facilitate shamanic journey, chakra meditations, crystal therapy meditations. Having said that, my main practice is SRT, Spiritual Response Therapy, which I spoke about 3 weeks ago. But maybe some of you might have missed that talk, so I'll briefly go over it before we talk about today's topic. So SRT is which is carried out by using a pendulum and 32 charts, which I'll quickly show you. I love to show my folder. I love this. It's my main practice and it's my favorite subject. So these charts and the pendulum, we work on, we research, as in we go into detail of identifying, releasing thought, energies, emotions that no longer serves us, our life purpose, direction or plan. In other words, it releases what's not needed, the past experiences which are still triggering somewhere within us, emotion which continues to weighs us down. So it's going to keep on moving because this is how we do the clearing when we are in a session, including today's topic. This is how we do the clearing. So as I was saying, people who usually come to SRT session, which is with me, they usually get 25 minutes of free demo. Not just the demo, they actually get a healing as well, like clearing done, and then they can decide if they want to go for a full session, which takes an hour and a half, sometimes more than one session. So but they are free to choose whether they want to book in right away or later on. So yeah, this is what I offer. So now today's topic is space clearing with SRT. So those who have already done sessions, it usually shows in the charts that they need to clean the space, the cluttered space. What do I mean by that? Is like the thoughts, emotions, words, everything is saved in the walls, in the floor, every brick of our house. So, and not just the people who are living now, but those who have with the land, starting with the land, and those who built it, and those who hand over it. So when we do the clearing with SRT, it goes really deep. It clears all the blockages from whomever. And what I mean by it's not just blockages, the emotions, the people who were carrying, like heavy emotions, or maybe something happened in that on that land before they built the house. So this is how deep it gets. So yeah, this is what I shared, and then we check the energies. Like for example, thank you for those who sent in. I actually requested people to send in some info about their houses, so I can actually show you how it's done. For me, it's this. I mean, if I'm watching, it would make sense more to me if I actually see a demo, a hands-on demo. So yes, so thank you. The first one is this. Belong to a couple, so it's on both of their names. So I checked. So I will also explain, give you some definitions of it, how I do it. So they spend most of the time in the living and dining room. So that's where I picked up. They have negative motivations. So what do I mean by negative motivations? It's like past experiences continues to trigger. So that creates anxiety, the heaviness of the responsibility, and then it fogs their mind. Because the word conscious control was showing up. So that means like they're just very rigidly. Interestingly, the other house, it's in Springs. It actually came from these energies. Actually, very interestingly for you, it showed up, it came from the laborers who were building the place. So I had to clear their energies. They were definitely going through something. And it started off in the garden, which is like it left an imprint. When I use the word imprint, by imprint I mean emotionally charged incident happens. And it leaves a very strong mark because every thought, every word has its own energetic charge. And that charge, it just lives in that space, and whenever something, even slightest similarity happens, it triggers that. So we need to, that's why it's really important when we move to a new place or after some time, we should do a clearing along with doing a SRT session personally to yourself. It's like taking a shower and then again wearing back the dirty clothes. So we need to clean everything. So again, going back to the couple, which is under both of their names, I checked. Of course, when I started the session, I checked if your energy is clear, which was clear, and there were no entities, nothing was blocking. So it was very easy to go in and start doing the clearing for you. You have sent in, there were like 2 bedrooms. One is quite okay, the other one was showing a lot of toxic streams. When I use the word toxic streams or geopathic field or ley lines, these are the energy streams that run under the surface of the earth that carry lower or discordant energies. What do I mean by that? Discordant energies like anger, jealousy, hatred, these strong words, some of the words I'm using. And where 2 streams cross, it creates a vortex of harmful energy that can cause mental, emotional, physical harm to a person who spends most time on that spot. So if you are using this bedroom, which you know who you are, and if you wish to comment, it's okay, but I'll try to move and read it because the comments are not showing here, but I'll do my best. So yes, so the bedroom 2 was showing a lot of those streams, which with SRT I can clear it. But those who are, of course, if you're taking your time to take the SRT clearing done, you wish to do it on your own, I can suggest for such space, either use black tourmaline, do a lot of cleansing. Sage would help, but you need something solid, like, you know, like put a stone on, like on the corners of the house. Use Himalayan salt or sea salt to keep on cleansing the floor. See where these, if there is any water leakage, things like, little things like that. If there are any holes to be filled. But if, let's say, let me give an example. If it's, I did a clearing for a flat in UK, which is in southeast end, and it's like that is built on when the plague happened and all the rats and everything and the dead bodies were there. So you cannot really remove that. So you simply use the and the toxic streams. There were so many toxic, like the whole flat was like under the toxic streams. So for things like that, of course, you with SRT we can do the clearing for that space. And for you, those who don't practice SRT, you can simply use the method I'm saying, or just send light and prayers to that space to make it lighter. So that would it would help, but you need like proper clearing. So places like that definitely need clearing, but even normal, like regular places, after a while it is advisable to do a cleaning of space. So yes, so if you are using the bedroom 2, that showed a lot of it showed toxic streams, a lot of programs are running, negative radiation is there as well, 60%. So you know, your radiation again is not good for health. Things, and on a physical level, of course, your immune system will go down. So if your immune system will go down again, then you will start to attract not just disease but other things. Your motivation will go down. You will get foggy mind. You won't be able to concentrate, and nothing would seem right, because you will be in such a place. It will be so low. That's why it's important, because you will feel drained. You don't want that pull. You want to be in a space which is healthy. So yes, so please change the room if you can. If not, I already sent the clearing done for you. And the bath is another place which again, did I talk about morphogenic field? So that is, again, I'm using big words. I prefer to use simple words. Personally, if someone is giving a talk, I prefer easy words. English is not my first language. I prefer someone explaining it. So what I mean by morphogenic field is like field of beliefs that is established by people who think alike and creates that energy. So if they're talking about the same topic over and over, if it's positive, amazing. So for example, come to our center, see how positive the energy is, like how as soon as you enter, it's this light feeling you get, because we're doing the positive things, we're happy. So same way, if we're going to keep on stressing and thinking about the same things, this is what I mean by a morphogenic field, and more than one person living, it would affect that. And then again on this, for both of you, I checked the energies. The other one, the lady in spring who sent in, the house is under just the male's name. I'm trying to read if there are any comments. No. So the lady the house is under her husband's name, and I understand they are going through, because I have done a session for them, some issues. So, and then when I looked into the space, it showed the space, like I said, starting from their garden, they have like imprint and very heavy energies left by those who built it. We don't really have to, in SRT, we don't really have to go into detail, but the beautiful part of SRT is we can check where is it coming from. Although the clearing would be done if someone is not even going, naming where is it coming from. So I make that effort. So it's coming from the laborers. So the lady in the spring, the garden, and your dining room, and the laundry. Laundry is some energies are there, which we have already discussed. That also happens in a land which is left for many years. So we need to do a clearing for that, which we can do with SRT. So this is what the beauty of it, that we can work on every level, not just by, I love smudging, but at the same time when I am doing the smudging, by smudging I mean using the sage, the incense, but at the same time I go into details. Where is it coming from? Okay, thank you. We don't need this anymore. And the prayer of using the prayers or the clearing from SRT, spiritual response therapy. This is how it's done. And some people who wish to add on, so I do suggest that, okay, I have done it from my side, because these are like psychological stuff which really builds on and stays, becomes its own form. So we can clear those psychological energies. And what else? How else? So the one that belongs to the couple, it was nice and light energy overall. Like, having said that yeah, electrical discharge is happening, we cleared that. Please make sure all the wires are, if there are a lot of wires, then make sure you keep something there, like a stone, or keep it in a space that you don't spend too much time there. And of course, having said that, people are spending a lot of time and working from home. If you have a computer, laptop, with SRT we can clear it, but on your own, use a darker stone. Darker means like a black color one, a tourmaline, or what else? Obsidian you can use. So your house was very, very easy to do the clearing. I did, and if you wish to make a comment, you are most welcome. If you are having any kind of, because see, the living and dining, if you are spending your time, you are eating there, you are communicating there, and you're doing your creative thinking there, that means your throat chakra, your root chakra, your solar plexus. So if you're having any kind of issues in these chakras, maybe you're having a cough, maybe sometimes just before a meeting you might having a cough. So it could be coming from these energies which are affecting. If you are doing a talk from your home, if you have these, building these slowly into your body, because we are extension, our aura is our extension of our home, and likewise home represents us. So if you're having any digestive issues, yes, okay. So it's a guest room, but yeah, so please do that. I have to move because the writing is really small, so I can't really see. Yeah, so that means the one is more on, I would say it has more on, work on more on happiness, bring in more happiness. This is what it was showing, because what we need to do more of, this is what also SRT shows. How can I replace this? I'm not replacing it. I follow my charts. I said, okay, what is the best for this right now. So it's showing add more happiness. Say, hey, you know, everything's going to work out. So yes, and keep your ambitions, desire. You know, this is what it was showing. The bath, the one, the two had some emotions in it. Again, it was more like past, not from the present, not from both of you, because I checked the energies. So yeah, I don't know if there are any. There were electrical, of course. I'm sure there are, you know, blow dryers and stuff, so which you have to make sure that it's not there, switched off. There is this toxic stream there in your first bath. The one, this one, you know which one is this. So again, for this one, put something there, or maybe put those stones in the sink, the pebbles, sorry, that's the word, pebble. So you can put those there. For the lady in the spring, she already knows I was only able to finish on only the first floor because the energies got a bit heavy, but it's okay. SRT, with SRT, everything is possible. So we cleared that. This is how I do the sessions, clearing work. I don't have to come to your house. You can simply send in a sketch, a little bit of information. I don't even need everybody's names, only the person who's the contract under, because when you sign a contract, you're not just signing a contract, you're making a contract to take on that house. Taking on that house means you're taking on all the energies that is associated with that house. So that's why it's important to get a clearing done. So even before you sign the contract, so you don't take on these energies. This is what's happening in the springs. It's, although the gentleman whose name it's under, it's not at the moment not showing that it's affecting, but these energies are getting higher, so it's advisable. And I do suggest people, please do get a second opinion, check with other people, and then, you know, feel free, let me know. I can always come in and help. Yes, yeah, this, so I guess this is what I mean by dining, and the lady is commenting on there, so I was right that she said the dining is her living room, and like they do all the thinking, writing over there. So so yes, so let me know how you feel. Actually, that would be wonderful to get your feedback. That after the clearing, how do you feel? Give yourself a day or two, and then yes, and let me know. So as I was saying, you don't have to come in. You can simply send me a message, book in with Just Be. Even my SRT sessions, people don't always come in. I do prefer to do face-to-face, but if at the moment they prefer to stay home, they can, and we can do, because this energy, it can be accessed from anywhere. Yes, sometimes in 5 years I only had 2 cases who had a lot of entities, so had to do a lot of, we have to clear that first. Otherwise they have their own entities, spirits, they have their own point of views, they have their own thinking, so it affects us. And when we do a reading without clearing them, their thoughts and ideas come in, and the reading is not accurate. So that is one thing. So just wanted to add that. Any other questions or queries? Even later on, send us a message. If you want to do a clearing, just message, let us know, and we'll be happy to help. So thank you for joining, and thank you both ladies. And the third one, I don't have enough time to cover that because her house is like really huge and there are so many rooms, but just to give you an idea, I showed that to let you know what happens in SRT clearing, which is very deep. It's deep cleansing and I love it. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you, and hope to hear from you soon. All right then. And I don't know how to, there are so many cameras.